check the human.
Well, she's coming inside, and
The dead human, the best kind of human.
ouch. Well, yeah, he's dead.
Gear.
There's a nice red smear on the far wall.
I'll just get his weapons and that and put him in a little pile over there.
He
And
just had a little pistol as a sidearm. He didn't seem to have anything else on him.
so what's on the desk that he was at?
It seems to be a terminal.
A terminal.
Yes.
Let's have a look at the terminal. Naturally, he didn't have time to lock it,
No.
but he didn't unlock it either, did he?
He's too interested in the stuff like that.
I mean, it's got a map of the, like an internal map of the.
Yes, please. Map. Do you want to check the data pad?
Yep.
Something to do.
It's just like a story, like a novel.
Just an average novel.
Yeah. Like
Here's
it's the
Tales
future
Logan.
equivalent of like whatever Tom Clancy would be.
Here's it. Oh, so it is about Logan.
At first it reads like a technical manual, but then you realise that it's actually a novel.
My God, they've got some good tactics. Hold on.
He did the universe a favour. That guy was laughing and enjoying himself reading that.
It would be really convenient if we could just go room to room kill him, but we'd like some left over to talk to, so we're probably going to have to storm, like, round up a bunch and then storm the rest. If we could just get Doorland to a safe area first, that would be ideal.
What kind of shape's this guy?
The effort. Let it hit it. With careless show-offy rounds. But they clutter up the body with unnecessary detail.
Could just look like Crane and just cut the armor up.
No. We have to hold all the XP.
That's it, cutting up the armor does more damage than shooting it.
I know, right? So he's banned from combat.
You can't sell the armor once he cuts it up. Ah, that's why Kenny improved it.
What do you think, boss? Is he about my size?
I don't know. What are human size?
Close enough, I guess.
I don't think it'll matter. I think they're not wearing helmets, so...
So there's still that movement thing there in that one room.
Hold on. Is the guy got
Are those
With-
signals in the right place?
Have we
believe
pulsed
so.
again to update it?
the
I don't have to with the motion
the
design.
guy with the guy we just killed?
Yes.
Did he have a computer?
The terminal.
There was the terminal.
So
right
that's
there.
where you got the map
Yeah.
from.
Yep.
So what else is on the terminal?
But what I'm saying is he camera views?
No.
Yeah. Well, so what else is on the terminal? Was that
Anything
just
else
that you're
It's
just?
just a basic, but beyond that, it's basically just a connection to the extranet.
Which of course won't be working.
Yes, actually, that would be accurate now.
Now I know that it worked.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to. It would look like it would be sitting there on the default thing, but as soon as you tried to go anywhere, it would do that. Cannot get a signal going there.
Okay.
All these years in the future still.
Right, so keeping one eye on the motion detector, I basically want to go along here and have a peek in at this signal and see what that is.
There's no door on that.
Well, so this is just an isolated room that goes...
No, it goes. There's a corridor below.
Yeah, okay, so go around then.
Okay.
You know, reasonably cautiously, but
All three of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just move through that area.
Okay, in the room directly to the right of it, you see an energy gel dispenser on the left wall, and there's 6 metagel in it.
2 each.
And there's some containers that could be opened at a later date.
Yep.
Everything's later. Even the metagel's we're picking that up, so we already got.
So all the doors have these windows in them?
Yes, they all appear to have this very open.
So prior to going into any room, we will use the windows to check it out properly. Make sure there isn't just snoozing humans and cameras everywhere.
Okay. So make a spot check when you get to the next. You get to the one on the door on the north wall.
14.
Just see a bunch of couches.
Anyone else keeping eyes out for cameras?
We can't see one behind you.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go into the room then.
That's the only problem.
Well, no, what you need to do is back away and let them look through, take turns.
Yeah, just take turns at the window for fuck's sake.
Yeah. He doesn't need to go through, he can just back up and leave. It's a fairly big room, the next one, so... I mean, the one you're in, I should say.
14.
24.
Okay, you managed to see, and if you look right to the edge, you can see, there actually appears to be just within view, 2 humans sitting on the couches having a conversation.
Interesting, that's why they're not moving.
2 enemy.
Wearing armor? No, they would have shown up on the other radar scan, so they're not wearing armor.
Wait, did you do a power one in the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the
Because remember I asked, do they match up with the motion detectors?
Yeah.
And you were like, yes, all of them do. And I was like, oh, well then...
Oh, because there are more power ones that would have shown up.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I thought you only did another radar scan.
No, he did the power on the roof.
Yeah, so it was like, because I wanted to see if they matched up with the motion detector ones to see if all the motions were wearing armor. Oh, okay, well, shit, that was a narrow thing.
We'll start putting in the obvious videos. There's a little bit of something there.
Can you go one more furniture to that?
No, that's not big. A lot more.
The 2 lounges, yes, we have to build 2 lounges.
Yeah, we had one lounge, we didn't fill it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember with Mass Effect, when armor is not on somebody, the power is off, I'm guessing, most of the time. So.
Yeah.
Well, if you have 2 lounges, there's a place for people to be that aren't you. So, fuck off, kids.
Yes. My bedroom upstairs with the lounge.
There's the updated power signatures, jiggers.
So
3 extra signals.
So those 2 that are on the couches, they're looking away from the door?
They're conversing.
They're conversing, so one's
Facing.
facing the door kind of.
If
and
I
the
was
other
to walk in, one would immediately see us, because they're talking and they'd be kind of looking in that direction. So we can't go in there without being seen.
Alright. Then you
Well,
In
take...
fact, if the
one
door
of us
was to
can.
open, one would see it happen.
One of us can go in there and see.
Yeah, but if the door was to open, one of them would see it happen, and then they go, oh, the door's open. Nothing's come through. Why has the door open? I mean, what do we gain from sneaking me in there early? A little bit. I guess,
Flanking bonuses as you throw a grenade at them?
I mean, pretty much. But, I don't really... This is where we just go into full storm mode, isn't it?
You could let me go first.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because at least if I put them in a singularity.
I mean, that's not
Correct.
subtle either. I'm trying to think, what subtle options do we have?
I can stasis one,
Doesn't help.
but not the other.
Exactly. So pretty much we just have to roll on in here like with thunder and lightning.
Tactics roll for anybody who's got tactics.
It's
That's all of us.
Oh! Don't worry, guys. I got this
19.
one.
I'm not far behind.
Yeah, I got
So 20.
I got the 20.
You could dress either Tiala or Rosa up in that Onyx armor that's on the one who you killed on the way in just after entering, and that way if the door opened and somebody walked in a set of armor, well...
Yes, Rosa.
You're the one who wants to throw singularity.
Yes, but she can walk in. You walk in at the same time.
cloaked
yes.
behind her, I'm guessing, yeah.
I see your
So I'll
plan.
suggest this.
Okay.
Get Rosa in the armour. Rosa will go in through the door, followed by Logain and Tactical Cloak. You'll approach one of them. Mic not working if you can't talk. You'll get behind the other one. Double kill.
They're wearing helmets, right?
No.
They're conversing.
No. That's...
Okay, so I'll head
Oh, I
back.
don't show that off yet.
Well, I've got to head back to the first room and get changed. Toodle.
Pack your armour up in a nice little pack at the doorway.
Because you'll have
Well,
to change back
it'll
into
be
it.
proper military folder and shoved under the desk.
How far do you think
Hey,
we
there's
can
the
trust
helmet
this human?
for the Onyx armor under the desk.
We'll go give at least a chance. We'll see. This is like the third mission we've done with her.
Okay.
And so far nothing's been wrong.
So, to go. So when you come back in,
Yeah, sidearm.
so you distract. I killed the one in behind, and we silence and take down the other one as well when that one's down. That's the plan. Silent, quiet.
We can either gag them both or eliminate them both. It doesn't really matter which at this moment.
Kill is the best option for the first one, and hopefully we can take the second one and like gag them up. And I've also issued you with some ring gags.
And
These are to make sure they don't bite down on teeth.
I don't know if it makes a difference. The one on the left is a female, the one on the right's a male.
that doesn't matter. Not to me anyway.
Hang on a minute. This could be an opportunity because if they're coupling,
Keep them both.
then we can use one against the other, so we keep them both. So we've changed it to a threaten to surrender.
It's a low gain thing.
That's actually funny. I thought, oh, I better mention it. I didn't actually think it would lead to.
It is actually an
change in
important. It is
tactics,
actually important
It's very
consideration. Because if they're actually like
Interrogation's the best way. we got.
even friendly, the male will often surrender information to save a female from harm, and a lot of times it works the other way around as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's we're going to try and capture them both.
Alright, but just because it's tactically going to come up, I won't be able to walk in there with my existing complement of weapons. I have to go in with just the sidearm.
It's-
That's
Well,
good. We're just going to threaten. If they do anything, then aim for the head. Humans do not like being punched in the nose.
Yes. Please don't try
I don't
that
think
on
any
me.
of them likes being punched in the nose.
Well, I mean, that's an effective close-range defense against humans. Turians don't care.
No, you normally hurt yourself when you punch one
Same
of
with
those.
Krogans. They'll just slam their nose against things.
Yeah. Ready?
Time? So that will get. What is the room? Lounge?
Yeah, it's kind of like a living. They appear to be kind of watching a large television
That would
screen,
be
but
the
they seem
lab
to be
with
more
door,
involved
man.
in chatting with each other. They don't. They both kind of casually glance in your direction and then just keep chatting.
Well, there's got to be like vending machines, kitchenette, something else. in the room?
There's like vending machine, plant parts.
Don't fuck around too long. I've only got two
No,
turns in this.
just like start walking towards the like a
Spot
meeting-
check now that you're actually in the room.
Camera. Damn it. Got a spy on you. Oh, I get to look around too, don't I?
Yeah, you'll be there as well.
I can't. I'm not being visual at all.
You can see more through the door now. It's open.
22.
Oh, no, not enough.
16.
You don't spot it. There appears to be a camera past them on the south wall looking towards the two doors that are to their left.
Shit, I'll be in range.
But it doesn't. You would imagine, based on what your knowledge of cameras is, they're just out of shot of it.
So as long, okay, so I've got to come in from their side instead of right from behind her. Okay, but I'm invisible right now, so I'll keep that in mind. I'll make sure I don't step into that range. I'll like push him a bit that way.
I'll get about 4 steps into the room, like I'm going to the vending machine, and then just sort of try not make heal and start going closer to them.
Yeah.
Made it.
Yeah.
There's spaces on the couch beside them just in case that helps you in any technical way. It's like a 4-seater couch and they're only taking up 2 parts of
You
it.
should tell beside the guy on the couch, yeah. What the ball gag.
As far as he knows, you're a dude in that armor. So
No. That's not how that. It's not how Mass Effect works.
No, but it does.
so
You
yeah,
got to spend some time loosening the plate and getting it to conform.
Yeah, no, that's just ballsy enough to just throw down into the thing, and sidearms already.
oh, actually, one of them.
So you're sitting on the outside of them,
Basically,
furthest away from the camera beside them, just sitting down there with your sidearm sort of tucked under there, ready to go. Okay.
Why have you got your helmet on, Dave? Says the guy as he leans forward and actually.
At that exact moment, I decloak, spring the knife right in front of the female, grab her by the hair, put it up to her throat, and go, "Dave's not here, man."
Meanwhile, under chin.
Yeah. Shh, 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 shh.
Oh god, this suit smells like ass.
Yeah, well, you know,
I'll
you
stick
try
with
being
the room
around
now,
humans.
too.
Human smell.
I have a nasal numbing agent.
What smells like pee?
Humans.
I'll sidle up underneath the camera and put a disc.
What the hell?
Shh. You want to be nice and cooperative, unless you want all your nasty goo everywhere. Now let's stand up, nice and careful.
They do.
Weapons.
You or just the camera you said?
Yeah, I'll pull the blade away. Weapons off, weapons off, weapons off. Throwing corner, throwing corner, throwing corner, throwing corner, throwing corner. Okay, that was nice and cooperative. Now let's just go out here. Oh, let's see, into the other room.
Press run.
Nice and careful. Remember, we don't want to do anything stupid in case something happens to the other one.
We both look just really nervous and don't say anything and keep just...
Okay. So,
around.
you have a couple of choices here. You can voluntarily get out of your armor and lie down on the ground and deactivate your Omni tools, or we can do things the hard way.
Intimidate roll?
Not intimidating them, I'm giving them 2 options.
Yeah, but I need
They
to
might-
oh, I see what you
against Rick to convince them, basically, and
Oh, did my intimidate just overheat?
what did you get?
A 2, but I do have decent intimidate. Where are you? So that will be 14.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That'll be 14.
Okay, the mouse starts to go, fuck you, but then the woman goes, just do what they say, Greg.
Greg. Good name, Greg.
And then he kind of snorts and they start complying.
You know, Greg, I really don't need to have to write a letter that says, "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Greg's parents, we regret to inform you your son is dead because he is stupid." So just, you know, this is happening.
They just silently keep...
Can you cover them? Oh,
Oh,
you can
it's-
get your gear back now, by the way. I'll
you'll cover them. And
I'll cover them while you get your gear back.
how is Tiala applying the Ator dust? Just so I know.
I'll
Run back!
underneath it. And,
So you basically go along the bottom wall and then just place.
Are you kidding?
again.
With your biotic powers, you could just go. Ding!
Meanwhile, instead, because of fan service,
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. That's gotta happen. Jiggling.
so it's ready for when Logan wants to access it.
I will damp it from range. No.
Okay.
Well, I'll wait for her to come back.
Well, I
And
see
then while
that.
she covers them, I'll damp it from range.
Yeah.
Great success. Great success! Oh, you want actual numbers, yes. This can't just go around saying words. Damping, not decryption. Damping. Okay. And that's 24.
That's enough. Well, again,
Does the little light go off?
it's just a ball, but
Oh. Does it deball?
No.
I really need a feedback scope on this.
okay. You can tell that the door heading to the west is locked.
Yep.
The left one on the north wall is locked, but the other one doesn't appear to be, and it's one of those clear ones. Now, the two locked ones are not as clear as the other ones. They've got a smaller angled window in the top half.
Well, I think we want to head into that solitary individual.
I
So
agree.
We'll unlock that door first. That's 17.
Obviously, the
This is 17 on the dice, I think you've got it.
Yeah, I
I
do.
mean, it's a medium locked door, but 17 on the die is... I mean, that's probably going to even touch it.
It doubles.
Unlocked door.
It doubles.
Yeah. Yeah, even a hard locked door that would get, so...
So we've zip tied and secured and gagged the humans. We didn't bring any gas. We can't
no, we're
tranquilize
not
them.
going to gas them. It was never an option.
Well, I mean, we have to actually just buy some injectable tranquilizers or something.
Yes, we have to.
For our med kit. We could always just use some Krogan tranquilizer on them. I'm sure it wouldn't kill them.
That's enough to take down a single Krogan!
Oh shit. 10 elephants? No problem.
That's enough to take down 1/10 of 10 Krogans!
Frown.
Cool, so you unlock that door.
And immediately beyond it is another locked door, right?
There's kind of like a
Little vestibule?
hallway vestibule thing, and then there's... no, the door to on the south wall is in fact appears to be unlocked.
Oh.
But it is also the same, like there's a small angled window with not a full one.
Just have a peek.
Okay, spot check.
That's 19 on the die.
Okay, that's enough. This appears to be a laboratory of some kind.
And there's a cylinder
And no, there's a human.
in armor.
No, he appears to be in scientific gear, but he's got a backpack with some kind of like device on it that's attached to like a thing on one arm, and he seems to be like almost like welding some kind of. Well, looks like welding or something like that. He's manipulating something.
Do we want to take this one?
He's got his back to you at the moment.
It's either that or lock them in there.
Okay. Right, here's how it goes in. You two take him prisoner. I'm going to use Disruptor on him as the door opens, because that looks like a dangerous thing, and I want it off.
How about I open the door, ask him a question. In the moment that he's distracted,
Well, because then he'll turn around and I can't use Disruptor on the pack. There also could be a camera in here.
So it wasn't. Oh,
Too
it
late.
wasn't that you could see. Well, I'm just thinking about angle.
it's all about the
You would say scientific equipment, a computer terminal.
So yeah.
well, I'll go get him.
Open. Sorry.
So you're
Okay.
damping the thing on his back? Is
I'm
it?
disruptoring.
Disrupting, okay.
It'll prevent his tech and biotic, which he won't have, abilities from working, which should shut down the pack for.
Okay.
How far do I have to cross to get to it?
You have to cross
Very
he's
few.
10 feet away.
2 squares.
Yeah. But my plan is basically to walk up to him and punch him in the nose.
Okay, do it. I mean, he starts turning around just as you get to it with a, like, what the hell kind of
Right,
look on
okay,
his face.
so. I have to succeed a ranged touch attack.
Okay, this is for your...
So that's 9 plus whatever the fuck it is for a ranged touch attack. Dex.
Tech-based to be hint.
So, 4 is 13 plus Fab, I think, which is 3.
That's
So
enough.
16.
He's not far away and there's nothing blocking you. I mean, the object is literally pointing in your direction pretty much.
There is a stunning effect applied to it. If he can make a save, he is not stunned. So my damping is divided by 2 D210.
Okay, you don't have to do anything. He got a natural 1.
Oh, he is stunned
So he just drops
for
to the
1
ground.
round.
So maybe you want to... You can basically
Well, I'm
coup de
there.
grace punch him now. You can just like do a welcome to Earth style.
Look at Earth.
Yeah, I plan to punch him in the nose.
And that's off the table for 7 actions.
So there we go.
Okay. Quick check for cameras.
No cameras.
Check for what is the equipment. What does that do? Let's have a look at that.
Right.
Various scientific equipment. Looks like he's working on some kind of canister of some kind.
By any chance, does the canister have the usual markers for biological agent?
No.
Is it that
But there
kind
are
of-
several other objects like on the shelves and stuff in here that do have
I'll
those.
check the terminal. Ah, fuck shit.
Wait, just a moment. Can I have those? I just want to make sure I give you only the page. Yes, okay. The page.
Oh god damn it.
Wednesday, April 6th, 2163, Journal Entry 1. It didn't take long to get set up, and things look like they're on track. If this works, then it's going to make it easier for us to get the premium worlds out there, and if we do it right, and not rush things with the lesser species will think it's just a natural ecological factor. We've got a good basis to start from, despite losing what might have been a major starting point of the formula when Chapman got busted on the Citadel by C-Sec last month with a little model plane. Who knows though, perhaps that wouldn't have been able to go beyond Batarians, and we need as much coverage as possible across the alien spectrum. Sebastian Estrella. Oh, I should have been using my Sebastian voice. Monday, April 18th, 2163, Journal Entry number 2. Unfortunately, it looks like we'll have to do the unthinkable and get some kind of alien expertise on this one. I'm thinking a Solarian. They seem to be the most academic of the lesser species. I've sent Yosef, Doyle, and Aubrey to the Citadel to see what they can find, since they seem to be the most personable and are most likely to be able to get an alien aboard than the rest of us. While they're away, I'm going to do my best at least to give everybody a pep talk about how to act around any lesser species newcomers, and also to make sure our cover story remains watertight during the whole thing. As far as any alien newcomers will know, we're looking to study the effects of harmful environments on various species and how the mixtures of various elements can result in potentially hazardous and fatal outcomes in order to make planetary exploration and colonization safer for all species. Hopefully this will fly. Sebastian Estrella. Friday, April 22nd, 2163, Journal Entry number 3. Yosef, Doyle, and Aubrey returned from the Citadel today, with success! And Dorlan. They managed to convince a Solarian scientist named Dorland to join our project. Apparently, he's fairly unfamiliar with our species and is keen to learn about us in exchange for information on us and the ability to study us and ask questions now and then, he'll help us out. The good news is he's willing to do some fairly complex scientific research and experimentation for us, all for very little pay, credits-wise, and he's more keen to learn about us than get paid, claiming that his Solarian superiors will actually also pay a fair amount for any information he gathers about us. The downside is that several of us will have to spend some time with him, and at least try to be polite and personable. I'm thinking I might assign Doyle and Aubrey to this too, since they're not as admittedly xenophobic as the rest of us. Solarians seem to lack social graces from what I understand anyway, and since he doesn't seem to know much about us as a species, it'll be easier to explain any normally suspect behavior as just normal human eccentricities. Sebastian Estrella. Thursday, April 28th, 2163, journal entry number 4. The last week has gone fairly well, and for a lesser species, Dorlan is remarkably skilled at his work. That's why you went looking for him. It looked as though we're back on track, so of course we then hit a snag. It's nothing major, but according to Chang, we're at a point where if we give the next major stage to Dorlan, it's very likely he will work out what is really going on here. We need to keep this from him as long as possible, but given Chang's recommendation, I'm afraid I'm going to have to get some more outside help in the matter. We're going to need a neurospecialist who has expertise in alien noodles, which none of us have. And we're not even sure if there are any humans out there who have the depth of experience we're after. We have managed to track down an Asari offering her services on the extranet, and Chang seems to think she has the credentials we need. I'm going to sleep on it before making the call, but it looks like I'm going to be sending more of us to collect her, probably from somewhere in Asari territory. The important thing will be to make sure she and Dorlan don't meet, and we will set up somebody as a middleman between them. If we do, I swear to God that this will be the last time we bring in an outsider. Can't afford the risk. Sebastian Estrella. An Asari neurospecialist scientist. I wonder if that's any relation to anything you need. Like one that went missing recently. Or not recently, but turned up. What is today's date?
Yes, that's the question.
Let's say you left on May 5th, so it'll be about the 8th.
So there could already be people out there getting this Asari.
That's why we need more entries. More entries.
I want more entries, please. Where's the next place to get them?
You've actually got them all.
Oh, I've already caught them all.
So he's already gone to go get
Yep.
the Asari then. That'll be one of the questions we ask the helpful woman. Not Greg, he's a piece of shit.
Cut him up first.
I'm going to take Greg pretty.
You're a piece of shit, Greg. Go fuck yourself.
The only one who knew was Dave! Shit, and I splattered Dave all over the wall. Well, I'm going to have adventures in his blood. You might as well not go to waste.
I'd like to see that.
No.
Okay.
I mean, Logan's a really big guy.
Humans contain a surprising amount of blood.
If anime's anything to go by, they do.
Yes.
Right.
So this guy's...
So anything else of interest in this room?
Various chemical containers with formulas.
What is this instrument he's using?
It basically does appear to be some kind of like portable welder and multi-tool.
Off hours.
Put him back in the first room. Gag, bald.
Yep.
All that.
Good thing I got so many gags.
Shoulder.
Right. We want to hit after more signatures, so there's one up here. So I'm suggesting going through this unlocked door into this room. Sorry.
You see what that is first.
And going back up here and seeing what this room is.
Okay.
Again, peek through first.
Just on my case, because I'm dragging the scientist back, I'm going to check on the two captives to make sure they're still exactly where they were.
Pretty much.
Good. 20. Not natural. On my spot.
That's what you.
It appears to be.
Turret.
This would be what you call like the barracks, I suppose. The
So any sleeping humans in it?
you can't see all the beds from your angle, but you can see one sleeping female on a bunk bed on the far wall on the top bunk.
And that's not the one that's in the armor.
She's not an armor at all.
That's why it doesn't show up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Camera in where I can see?
You can't see a camera.
Open door?
You can open the door if you want.
And then look.
Okay. Do another spot check.
Nat 1. Someone else want to look? I'm blind. I lost sight of the people I saw before.
24.
Ding 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 ding.
25.
The following spot check was made between
Maybe between May and August.
There is, when you first go on the left, there's like 3 lots of bunk beds. On the second one, there is another sleepy human, a male, and then another male on the next one.
One each. I'll take the female.
There's basically, six double bunk beds in this room, each with footlockers at the end.
So you can just stasis a sleeping human. And then he's helpless while you're intimidating him. You take the other big man. I'll take the little woman.
Woman!
And keeping it silent. And... Wait, cameras? Did either of you spot cameras? Oh wait, you can't camera a barracks. That's illegal.
You didn't see the camera?
I didn't see shit.
No, nobody saw camera.
Okay, we'll go in.
So I believe the other 2 have to move silently checks, whereas Logan just...
Really need to get around to rubber oversoling everyone's boots.
But then I don't get to make anybody move silently checks.
It is still
ever.
possible to make noise with these
I know.
things.
Well, I mean, I don't have it trained.
You can use it untrained.
I mean, anybody can just try and sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move silently, isn't it? Unless it's got an asterisk beside it.
Oh, that's
Like,
So it's a dex skill, so
yeah.
they 4.
it's like nobody has to have Logan, but I'm like, no, but there's still 3 people.
I've only got +1 on the dex.
Remember, the group is only as stealthy as its least stealthy member.
19.
12.
Oh, an 18.
Noise.
Nice, alright.
It's when you want it.
It would have been the second one. So
But I want it, sir.
the closer male shifts over and turns over and starts turning over towards. Like he starts shifting over and slowly starts to do this.
Is it the one I'm going for?
You going for the closer male or the further male?
Actually, you'll be going for the close
I'll
one.
be going for
I'll
the-
go for the one because I could at least,
Okay.
if they start to arouse, I could stasis them to give me time. But you're
Just keep walking towards them. But I'll probably shift from obviously trying to sneak to just strolling up to him. Hi, big boy, how are
2
Who the hell are you?
restrained.
and basically just thump down on top of him, hand over mouth.
I'm gonna do a strength check.
The last thing anyone wants to see is Michelle Rodriguez lying on top of them.
Well, 22 for...
Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, the full weight of someone in their armor and everything just fell over them. Kinda got this one.
Okay.
So-
let's see who. Logan, you get to yours before Tiara would, because just slightly closer, like one tile. So what are you doing when you approach?
How is she
Sleepy?
sleeping? On her side?
She's on her back, like with her
Oh,
head
bugger.
towards the ceiling.
Can't
She's on the
see her.
top bunk as well, so
Oh, top bunk?
yeah.
Fucking perfect.
gag.
He's gonna tape her to the...
Okay, that makes noise. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Just stick on the edge of the bunk.
Of course.
And the next section, just on the edge. Right. First things first. across the body. Pull tight, tightish, snug but not tight. Tape.
She only got a 3.
So she liked it.
She likes a bit of bondage.
Yep. Wrist to frame.
Okay, now she wakes up with the wrist is.
Mouth.
I think you'll put a gag at least in her mouth.
Intimidate roll. Unless you suck, it's probably going to work.
It's
has the
it's a little bit suck.
Well, it's got the most profound
Is it a
bondage
little bit rock and
bonuses.
roll?
It's 3 plus 12, so 15.
Plus all of those bondage bonuses.
Also xenophobia. I'm a big Turian alien
It only just does it.
with a skull face.
You were even at the start, but then, yeah.
I say. Other wrist.
There's no. Okay, so, be your turn next.
Yeah, well, I'll go with this one. Stasis them and then gag them.
You don't even have
You don't even have to. Hey, this is a good place to store people. We could tape them to the beds.
Okay, you're still on top of yours.
which,
Oh, I'll
Go-
go help her
go
by
help
taping
her.
his guy down.
Okay.
Tape.
Don't tape her to her.
No, I'm taping him. I'm taping his mouth.
Yeah, I know.
Then I'm like helping her wrestle him down.
Oh, you put tape on a rose too. There, now he'll never escape you.
No, don't move.
so where do we put the charges when we blow this place down?
Don't talk, just stay.
Okay, so now I'm going to take one of those geth heads I happen to have.
But you got it with you?
I have a geth
Carries
head.
one around.
No, I didn't know you carried it around.
I have
They're
because-
fairly big.
Because I was planning to mount it onto my shoulder thing on the trip, but I actually worked on the CA5 instead. So I have a geth head, and I'm going to light up my Omni tool, and I'm just going to do stuff. They can all see this happening. Then I'm going to sort of mount it on the bed at the far end of the room, pointing towards them, and be like, "There, now, if any of you try to escape, it's going to go very badly for your nervous systems."
Well, is it bluff or deception? Whatever the.
It'd
I
be
forget.
deception.
Yeah, well, it's called something. It's called
it's
different
bluff.
things, and it's bluff.
Falls under loud. Let's change dice. Nat 20.
Well, fuck. No one's trying anything, are they?
First dice change.
Jesus Christ!
They think that's some kind of automated laser cannon that's going to pick up on their human movement and.
Yeah. That's why I did it. Now you're all nicely taped down. You should be fairly comfortable. I mean, okay, your mouths are taped up, but I mean, I'm not undoing that. Let's try to get some rest.
Well, they already were asleep, but okay.
Oh, by the way, are any of you Sebastian? Just kind of wriggle around a little bit if you are.
None of them wiggle around.
Okay. Is Sebastian in the base? Same thing. Okay, thank you. Don't move too much. God, I don't want to die.
Actually, you got a nat 20. I won't even make them roll. One of the human males bangs his head against the wall at the back of his head.
So, the guy we just took down.
Yeah.
Now we have Sebastian. Nice. I really wanted an Asari. Nice plump Asari to...
So this one's Sebastian.
Yep. Okay, right, let's now go up and look into that room that's above.
The north.
Yeah, with that one guy in it.
From what you can tell, that looks like, you haven't rolled.
Oh, what crappy 9? Why?
It's alright, I'll pick you up.
Okay,
That's 13.
that's like that.
But what is
27.
19.
nice?
15.
From what, yeah, this is mostly for Tiala. From what you can tell, this looks like a security office.
Aha!
And the guy's looking at several monitors.
Is he looking towards us?
No, currently he's looking to the... Well, I mean, he'd be able to see you at the peripheral vision, maybe, out of his left side, but he's looking to the
We just take the
west, I suppose.
We're going through that door.
No, he's facing
Oh, the
that
security
way.
guy? Yeah, we have to kill him.
He's facing that way, so we go in here.
And then as you watch him, he turns away a bit and then fiddles with that.
Open the
and
door.
turns back.
Open the door.
Ready?
The cloak.
Okay.
In. Shit, there'll be a camera in here. Quick check. Check for cameras while I'm doing this.
Well, he turns around at the sound of the door opening. But you would have cloaked by the time he actually turned.
I'll slide round the side of him.
Are you two of us? How close are you guys? Were you behind Logain, or were you
Might have been.
around the corner?
We'll be around the corner because we open the door to get him in.
But there's no point us standing there getting seen.
No,
so
exactly.
we're backed
I
up.
said we're around the corner. We're waiting for Logain to say now, and
Or
then
screaming and gunshots.
we just throw and shoot.
See here. Okay, he's not too. What the hell? He stands up and like this summer.
So he's not wearing a helmet?
What was your? Did you do a spot check for the camera in the end?
I didn't.
No.
Because you started talking about...
Yeah, but I know you
So
were
do I
saying-
still get to?
Yeah, because I remember you were ordering everybody. So
That doesn't look like a shit roll. That doesn't look like a shit roll at all. Why did I use this dice? It's terrible. Nice, that's a 12 and that's a 20 all up.
you don't actually see a camera in this.
Okay, right, I want to grab him by the back of the hair. He's got hair, right?
Yeah.
And extend the knife across his throat just so it draws a little bit. Extend the blade across and be like, Nilo ententes.
Shit!
¿Qué pasa, Miguel?
He just stays remotely.
I don't actually speak it!
His eyes just turn towards you.
You guys can come in now and disarm this gentleman. Check for cameras too, by the way. I was a little busy.
Walk in, look the other way, away from Logain first.
Gotta check those corners. Good procedure.
When you say disarm, we don't do what we did to the other guy, as in disarm.
No, take his weapons off him.
Sorry,
Jeez, I have to say everything. Quickly, please. He might urinate again.
remove his.
Yeah, I already am.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's really creepy. Could you please not? This is bad.
Okay, well, just put this in your mouth and
Alright.
there we go.
Yes.
Guns and all that are off him. Omni tool disarmed. Zip ties. I'm gonna go tape this guy to a bed.
Well, you said it was a security office with the cameras and stuff.
Yep, we're about to.
Yeah.
So I'll sit down and look at the computer.
Okay, you damped that
Tape,
one,
tape,
you damped
tape,
that
tape,
one.
tape.
You see one that looks to be looking into a...
Woman's bathroom.
No.
Men's bathroom.
No.
Doorland's bathroom.
Different time.
That explains why he's a member
That
of this hate
one
group.
is looking into a storage room. You see a lot of containers, a lot of chemical symbols on a lot of them.
Uh-oh. Is PI and...
What, P and MP? You know.
They separate?
You see one that's looking on two guys having a conversation in armor in a, let's see, it looks to be like some kind of laboratory.
Yep.
Looks more like a chemical based one.
Well,
That's
Well,
two.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I know. So I
you
don't know.
would surmise that is the case.
I don't know. Where's the door in that room? Anyway, it's the one room that I can't get into.
Oh, it's on the it's on the south wall.
It's on the south wall. Thank
Sorry.
you.
so is the camera's looking down towards the door.
Which door can we see a door?
Oh, actually, yeah, the camera is looking towards the door on the northwest corner.
Right, so the camera's above the door. The door. Yep. Thank you.
The one on the
Well, it doesn't really
storage
matter.
room,
Camera's
you can't
camera.
Okay, and then the two more interesting ones are the next one has a camera looking at a room that's got like a computer terminal and some basic amenities, and there's an Asari sleeping on a bed.
Oh.
And then the next one is a slightly bigger room that looks fairly set up the same way, but there's some more like some chemicals and stuff in there that weren't in the first one, and that has a blue-skinned Solarian sleeping on a bed.
And the Asari's not wearing armor, so she wouldn't have shown up on
Of course,
No,
Rosa
and-
would notice that.
Is the Asari by any chance like 6 fully dressed? I'm not there, so I'm just
She's
asking.
actually just in like science uniform.
Do I
Asari
recognise the
science
Asari?
uniform? Hot.
Do I recognise the Asari?
Make a roll. It's really hard to tell from this angle because you can't really see your
All
face.
Asari look alike.
Racist.
all Asari look
You're all great white.
Yeah.
No.
alike.
It's
Wow.
also dark and it's like
Yeah.
a night vision style camera. Those two because.
So where's that room?
We don't know because there's 2 cameras I've got. Sorry, 3 cameras that look into rooms, but there's no distinguishing thing.
You do have a camera that's worked out 2 guys standing
Yeah,
together.
I've got one
so
camera
that's-
facing these 2 guys,
Okay.
and I've got 3 other cameras. One's looking into a storeroom with gear, but I'm guessing it's this one here
Okay.
or this one. And I'm guessing these 2 rooms are the
We're in this one.
we're in this one. So it must be storage room here.
Or one of those other 2. I'm guessing the alien quarters are going to be at the furthest distance from the human
Yep. So
ones
one
there.
will be they keep them separately. So one will be Doorland will be in one, and the Asari in the other.
Okay, so I come back into the room having taped the other guy down and adjusted the head so it can see them all to keep the illusion.
Yeah, you get the impression from both rooms they're like quarters doubling as a work area
Yep.
for them
Okay.
basically.
So did we transported the other 3 guys in there? The original captives?
Oh no.
No,
They're still way back and
Check on them though.
Alright. Well, I'll make a trip back to check on them. So you don't want one chewing the restraints of another.
Oh, you can
good
see-
luck. They're plastic.
You can tell that the door has a very hard lock on.
Well-
One with the 2 humans on the camera that's pointing at that door
Yep.
is a very hard lock.
That's probably Doorlands then, or the Asaris, one of them.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Tiala?
So we've got 4 cameras. Sorry, 1 camera in the room just behind this door, which is the door. We're in here. The door's here.
Well, that's the next target.
2 targets, armored, and I'll show them the camera.
Okay, what do I glean from their armor and helmet status?
Their helmets are off. The helmets are actually sitting on. They're kind of leaning against these tall crates, and they've got the armors. The helmets are sitting on top of them,
So
just casually.
what do they look like they're doing?
They're just like having a conversation from what you can tell.
Okay.
Then we've got 2 cameras. One is another camera that's facing storage area, which I'm guessing is the room beside us through that door. I'll point to the door beside us.
Yep.
Then we have the 2 captives. One
2
Asari.
captives.
They have the Asari.
Okay.
So this.
Also, there is an Asari, so check your fire. They look very human if they're completely covered up. That the Asari, as far as we know, is not a target.
Can I see the door in the camera view for the captives?
No,
No. So I don't know which door is. Cool.
correct.
Now, keep in mind, we know that the Doorland is onto them and trying to escape. But I want SWAT protocols for the Asari. She could be a believer, she could be influenced, so we have to restrain her as well until we can
Well,
ascertain her status.
Understood.
SWAT protocols, you don't know who's your friend. You zip cuff everyone in the building. It's not nice, but
Well, if we take out these 2, it will just leave us with 4 targets we can tell.
No.
right.
They
So
haven't killed them all.
there's only one way after those 2, right?
First thing you need to do, Logan, is lock this door.
On it. I'll go lock that door.
Lock
We're
it.
locking the north door on the.
Going back to the room where we took the first two
the
prisoners.
door to the four people room.
So we're going to
Okay, yeah.
lock the south door on it.
Yeah, I think another one we need.
Ooh, good luck, humans.
The one that has the Ator disc camera pointing at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take that disc back, by the way.
Yeah.
Since we've got camera room now, we don't need to.
I agree.
Check the terminal and the computer in that room too.
That's what I have been doing.
So as soon as
30. The
30,
DC
yeah.
for the lock.
Oh yeah, nice. I'll note that down. As soon as the Ator disc is removed, that camera appears up on them.
As a normal camera, yep.
You get you can see there are some. It looks like a mess hall in the room beyond because it penetrates the glass, and you can see some people sitting around
Like
a table having a meal.
penetrates.
So maybe we want to hit that room first.
No, we take these two guys out fastest.
Fair enough.
Then we've got 4 guys that if things go wrong.
Is there a door? We have to go through a door and then another door. Oh no,
Have
there's
to
a
get
door
there.
direct from here into
But
there.
there's chemicals in there.
Okay, so we go after the two guys. Basically, I don't see we have much sneaking option with this. I mean, the way they're positioned, having a conversation, we pop that door open, one of them's got that further one is probably going to notice it,
I can stasis him.
right? The other one's going to notice him getting stasis,
That's
so we
why
pretty
you've
much,
got-
we both have to just charge the other one.
That's right.
You up for that?
Yeah.
Neat. Let's get all prepared to do it.
So what I'll do is I'll stasis, then spin to the side.
You're gonna stasis
The furthest one away.
first one away.
Who would be facing the doorway, I'm guessing?
Oh, you guys actually peering through there?
Yeah, we'd
Window
peer through there,
first,
yeah.
So you want to spot check, so
I will refrain.
18 and 8 is 26. But we've got the camera looking down there anyway.
so yeah, they're about 30 to 35 feet away.
That's
You look
movement.
through,
That's movement range.
Right.
and there's a lot of like scientific equipment that you couldn't see through the camera view. There's a lot of containers with various chemical formulas all
Yeah.
over the place here.
Watch your fire.
Yeah.
Cool. Ready? Bang. Yeah. Been rolling really well all night.
And now it fucks you.
So this is stasis.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Shit!
What the hell was
I'll change direction to go after the one she missed. Obviously. Since you can't see me. Okay. They're alerted, they're turning around. Mid-run, I'm going to activate...
Before I let you continue, because this could be crucial, there is not a straight line of sight to them. You would have to weave between all these desks and tables of chemicals and stuff on them.
Wrong, sir.
Yeah.
I enter the room.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing this,
Mhm.
I immediately flipped up onto the wall and ran up on the ceiling.
Okay. Athletics or tumble? Whatever it's called on this.
Athletics.
Oh, there is athletics. Okay, it would be athletics for this.
No, there is no
No,
athletics.
there
It is
then
tumble.
It is tumble then.
Athletics is a skill.
12.
12 total.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming this is just to get onto the wall where my boots will take over and I can just move normally.
Yeah, it's also to basically... Because you want to do it quickly, I'm assuming, and also to spatially orientate yourself as well. Do you know what I mean? Because you're suddenly going to be changing, everything's going to be... Yeah. But yeah.
Well, I guess I'm
I
going
mean,
to...
if you tell me I fail, then I fail.
You just fire.
You don't fail, but I'll say you're maybe make a will check to see if you're disorientated by the sudden...
What is a will check?
Oh, it would be...
There is willpower.
willpower, yeah.
That's not a check, that's a save.
Yeah.
Yeah, be a saving. That's what I mean, like...
So my d20 plus my will totals out at 15.
That's exactly enough.
That's a fucking impressive requirement. Shh, I have a whole new appreciation for circus performers.
Yes, and then you are...
Well, I mean, okay, so now partway through that run across the ceiling, she says shit.
Yeah.
So I change my target to the other guy who's standing near him, and I activate my tech shield while running.
Okay.
I intend, when things start, to leap onto him.
Okay. And what's Rosie doing while this is...
I'm going to have to make a beeline for the guy I was saying, so...
Serpentine!
Minimal amount of going around,
So
but I have
make
to,
a-
and slide over anything that really gets in my fucking way.
So you're going to have to make a...
Good thing we did all that training.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a tumble roll as well, I guess, just to be able to weave without hitting into
Because
anything.
you're plus dex.
Yep.
It's at the bottom.
So that's 4 plus another 4. So really. It's a 5, so 13.
Okay. You collide with one of the... Well, not completely, but you smack one of the tables full of stuff.
Root, free chest side cover. Every object in the world is
That's
chest
lucky.
side cover.
Okay, I don't even know whether to call for initiative now or whether just
So I can still do one more move.
yeah, like
So I can use pull on one of them. So gently lift and come, which is why pull's fine.
Yeah, it's not yank.
No, exactly. It's a bit better. 8. I don't think it'll be enough. 8 plus 3. 11 plus. It's wisdom now, isn't it?
Ranged, yeah.
attack,
Yeah, wisdom. Yeah.
For biotics, yeah.
7. 15. Versus his.
4.
It would be 4.
Unless he's got a tactical vest on.
You just beat him.
Okay. So, stasis. So I wouldn't have done it on the. I was going for the other one
Yes. Yeah.
because it didn't work on them. He may have something.
And
that,
you will have seen the one Logan was going for,
And-
because he's a flaming bell roll.
well, yeah, because I went for the one that Logan's going for, but my stasis didn't work, so I assumed that something went wrong,
Which is what you've done.
which went to the other one.
You're going to the, I suppose, the left one now as opposed to the right
Yes.
one, because the right one is the primary
The
target.
right one was wrong. Right. So Paul, I obviously just target is thrown 10 feet into the air and moves 5 feet closer to the character for each action it remains under the effective pull.
Yeah. So he'd go up and then pull across the top of the things and then knock his helmet off onto the ground.
You don't
What
have
a
to
putz. Yeah, but they was resting on top of
They're
things.
resting on the thing beside them.
Yep, so yeah, target remains in the air for one action.
Okay, I imagine it would be Logan with his attack next.
Well, I'll yell Sinner Repent in a sort of low way.
Okay.
And then I'll just come down on his head, I hope.
That's from above.
Roll it. Although,
Falls under loud.
so I'd hate to imagine how I suppose he wouldn't miss, but he might not.
So 13, what am I rolling?
It's just an attack, isn't it? Like,
Oh, okay. So
It's
Probably a
13.
melee attack.
yeah.
Yes. So 13 and 2 and Bab is, again, that's 17. 18.
That's enough to hit him.
8.
Can you do your fly martial arts grab and pin stuff? Or?
I can, and I choose to employ that. Because it's a successful hit, and martial arts allows me to do a variety of nice things. First thing. The target must now make a fortitude save. DC versus is 10 plus my Wiz mod plus half character level. So my Wiz mod is 2 and half character level is 2, so 14 is DC on a fort save. Does he make it?
No, I rolled a 3.
Okay, he is now dazed for one action.
Good. Wrap him up.
Now I also get to... I have performed one melee attack against a single target I threaten, and I have therefore dealt damage. I can immediately initiate a grapple against the target without provoking AOO. I now can't use any martial arts until the encounter's over. He is now grappled. He just
Well,
is.
I assume you're basically pinned on top of him, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, this actually legitimately, by the rules of the game,
Yeah.
lets me just do this.
Yeah.
He's now pinned to the ground and stunned.
Yeah.
I take my second action.
Gag him and bag him.
Rosa.
No, wait. Yes, I will do that.
Well, my target's now floating, so I can kind of slow down in my approach of him, but if he's floating over a desk or something, climb up to, head between legs, arms under thing, so when the thing
So he's
was...
sitting-
Bang!
Superplex! Superplex off the desk! Do it!
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Make a roll.
Don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up.
It's 2, but again, you didn't. He's fucking.
Grab him
He's just floating there.
That went very badly. So, 2, 4. So that's a 10 all up.
Okay, you do it, but he collects some canisters on the way down.
Don't hit the stuff.
Superplex.
And let's see what.
They've been pushing Roman hard, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
Well, they finally put some effort into
It's
it.
like he didn't take the title off Brock at the Royal Rumble or whatever, the Battle Royale, whatever it was. But only by a technicality. It's like afterwards they're like, oh, technically Roman won that, but the ref said no. So they're just pushing him so fucking hard.
So one hits the ground and starts, and gets buckled and starts spraying out with ZE on the side. And another one with CH3BR also does the same thing.
Some stuff's leaking, make sure your lids are on tight.
Well, then we're gonna get this done with. Get these 2 to the other room. Well, I'll get one. You get the other one. Logain, it's a hard lock.
Get on it.
So I'll drag the one that he's full
It's a
gag.
hard lock, my.
First thing I'm going to do
Pass.
is, first thing, because I'm in a completely sealed suit,
Fix
I'm
it.
going to go over to the probably element 0 container, and I'm just going to flex tape that shut.
Ah. So which one? There's 2 of them that are.
Both. I'll do both. I'll flex tape them shut. Go flex tape.
Yeah.
You slap it on with the might of don't want to damage this. Yeah, I'll carefully apply the flex tape around the cracks.
Okay.
Done.
And I'm going to make sure my guy's subdued. I don't know whether he is yet.
Oh, I dissipate my tech effects, and then I'll go work on the door. That might not do it.
Yeah, lots of them.
25, I don't think that's going to do a hard lock.
No, but it's not going to make it harder to... It's going to be a neutral fail.
Did you use your
basically.
instrument?
First things first, damping, so that if I fail the lock, it won't trigger an alarm.
Yeah.
Even, like, if they could have the door set to alarm if it opens, I have now neutralized that. That is a damping thing. 4's underwound. Okay, you go over here. And we move on to the special dice I got for Seraphine, and she didn't never arrive to pick it up. So now it's my dice. Holy shit. My dice likes me a little bit, I guess. That can't be what I think it is. And it isn't. Okay, that's that. If the first one didn't fail, this is not going to fail either. I mean, the first one failed, this one's going to fail
Yeah.
too. So I will give it another shot, I guess. That's more like it. That's more like it. 28.
Not enough.
Did you you using your
Okay.
instrument? You told as well.
Okay. My current plan is I'm
Yeah, I put that in the.
These
Okay,
guys are
sorry.
busy, so I'm going to drag these guys back to the bedroom.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Check both those humans. Do either of them have a key card or access code on their Omni tools or something?
You can check.
I'll do that.
Well,
Take
I've
10.
already dragged one away. So
Take 10. Oh, yeah, okay. Check the one that isn't being dragged away.